Well, it's early April, and around this time of year is when I usually start to think of this. And I thought I'd share about it with you. I bet you probably feel exactly the same way, I would imagine. Anybody who was around in the '90s probably feels this way. But for my first tangent, I'd like to say, Dear Kurt Cobain, I really wish you could have held on just a little bit longer and finished the In Utero tour. Go home, take a couple of years off, raise your family, get off the junk, you know what I mean? Yeah, at that point in time, the record company still had you by the balls. But you finish that tour and you take some time off, leave at the top of your game, and you can come back 2 years later and you're at the top. You can come back and you're at the top. You can tell the record companies what to do. They'll all be begging for a piece of your pie. You're fucking Nirvana. You're fucking Kurt Cobain, man. Like, you can do whatever you want. And if you could have only held on till you got to that point, you would have been in control. And Dave still could have done Foo Fighters. Chris could have did his politics thing. You could do anything you want on the side. But, you know, it just breaks my heart that Nirvana was so close to being exactly where you want to be, where you're in control. Nirvana was in the driver's seat. You could have done whatever you wanted, man, if you could have just hung on. But for myself, as someone who's been to the edge, he probably was hanging on. He was hanging on for a long time. And sometimes people don't realize it, but you've been hanging on for a long time. And I can understand that, you know, whether you're obsessed with oblivion and your place in the universe, and you know who you are and what you're doing, you know, fuck. This time of year really gets me. It takes me back to my grunge days, and what a magical time it was. And Kurt, man, I'm sorry we fucking loved you so much. I'm sorry we loved you so much, man. Fuck. If only you could have held on. Dear Kurt Cobain.